teachers at mga viewers na nanonood po ngayon. I created and dedicated po yung video na ito para po sa mga magti-take ng board, especially this coming September. Meron po akong 2 kaibigan na magti-take, so galingan ninyo at sana makatulong po yung video na ito at sa mga susunod pang video. Okay, so yung video po na ito ay mag-focus po sa Prof Ed. Alam naman po natin na isa yan sa pinakamahirap, yung Prof Ed, kasi more on analyzation po siya. At merong 3 confusing para sa akin na terminologies na baka you also find it confusing. Yung triplets na ito, yung approach, method, and techniques. First is si approach. Si approach po, ang keywords natin dyan ay beliefs and theories. Ang focus po ni approach ay yung approach natin sa klase, sa mga estudyante, yung teaching and learning process. Okay, teaching and learning process. Makikita niyo po sa screen yung mga sample po ng approach. So here are the examples of teaching approaches. So the first one, we have learner-centered, which means learner is the primary consideration. So ang main concern ni teacher ay yung kanyang mga minamahal na estudyante. So bago siya magturo, iniisip niya muna yung background ng kanyang mga estudyante, yung nature, abilities, developmental stage, multiple intelligences, and learning styles ng kanyang mga tinuturuan, which is dapat naman po talaga. Okay, the second one, we have inclusive. So when we say inclusive, from the word itself, inclusive, which means everyone is in, and teaching is for all students regardless of their background. So, kailangan maparamdam po natin sa mga estudyante na sila ay acceptable, sila ay mahal, hindi sila napaghihiwanan. A third one is developmentally appropriate, which means that the tasks required to students are within their developmental stages. Ibig sabihin po nito, kung ang bata ay 7 years old pa lang, hindi natin siya inaasahan na marunong na siya agad mag-algebra. At hindi po tayo magbibigay na exams na difficult para sa ganong edad. Culture sensitive, which means mindful of the diversity of culture in your classroom. Which means dahil iba-iba po tayong ng kinalakihan, hindi dapat maging dahilan para mabuli yung isang estudyante dahil lang sa iba yung kulturang kinalakihan niya. Lastly is constructivist, which means the students construct their own knowledge. So we don't spoon feed them, hinahayaan natin silang mag-isip at gumawa ng conclusion base sa findings nila. Saka natin sila itatama. Ayan, second is method. So, yung method po, ang ating key words dyan ay design. Kasi it is also known as design. Tapos po, ito po ay yung systematic plan. May kinalaman kung paano natin i-present yung lesson. So, ang focus nitong si method ay lesson. Kung si approach, ang focus niya ay yung teaching and learning process, kung paano makikitungo si teacher kay learner, mga ganong bagay. Si method naman, ang focus niya po ay yung lesson, kung paano ipe-present yung lesson. So, meron tayong 2 example dyan sa method, si deductive and inductive. I-explain din po natin yan. Okay, now let us have method, and under method, we have deductive method, also known as direct method. So direct method, it is teacher dominated, which means si teacher ang kadalasang nagsasalita, walang masyadong recitation, at nagle-lecture siya kaagad. At mas binibigyan niya ng pansin yung subject, yung lesson. So telling and showing method din siya. Let's say for example, ang subject ay algebra, sasabihin niya yung formula, papakita niya, susulat niya sa board, and then that's it. You are a lecturer and a demonstrator. So, ibig sabihin, si teacher, tayong mga teacher ang mas nagkasalita. So, traditional method yan, yung panahon ng mga elementary pa tayo. Ganun yung mga teachers. So, general to specific din yung way of pagtuturo niya. So, when we say inductive method or indirect method, ito naman yung learner-centered, constructive, and collaborative. Ito na yung ini-implement as 21st century teachers. We have to be learner-centered. Ibig sabihin, dapat pinahayaan yung mga students na magsalita, mag-express ng kanilang opinions, dapat may recitation. Constructive din kasi hinahayaan mo silang mag-isip, and collaborative kasi nagkakaroon ng groupings, ng tasks, ng activities almost every day. So, ang sistema po ng pagtuturo dito ay specific to general. Yung pinakahihuli po natin ay yung techniques. Tandaan po natin mga future teachers at mga future LPTs na kapag sinabing techniques, ito yung specific task or activities na pinapresent inside the classroom. Usually, hindi naman dumadaan yung bawat araw na walang specific task or activity. And it is being implemented para mas matandaan ng mga estudyante yung lesson. Also, para hindi maging boring yung klase. So, maraming iba't ibang task and activity na pinapresent sa teacher. At usually, yung mga teachers, iba-iba yung mga paandar nila, iba-iba yung mga paandar natin, di ba? Para maingganyo yung mga bata, yung mga estudyante. Ayan, so magkaroon lang po tayo ng maikling summary. Kapag sinabing approach, meron tong kinalaman sa beliefs and theories. So kapag kami mga nababanggit na theories, mas malamang na bumaksak siya under approach kasi it's about beliefs and theories at ang focus ay yung teaching and learning process. Yung pangalawa naman po ay yung method. It is also called as design at ang focus ng method ay yung subject matter, yung mismong lesson po. Ibig sabihin sa method, it's about systematic planning kung paano ipapresent yung lesson, and we have deductive and inductive method. Lastly is si technique. Si technique po ay specific tasks and activities being presented in a classroom. So, bawat teacher, bawat lesson, depende din sa mga estudyante ay merong kanya-kanya at iba't ibang activities and tasks being presented. So, yun po yung pagkakaiba ng tatlo, yung pagkakaiba ng focus, yung iba't ibang focus nila. Again, si approach, it's about beliefs and theories. Ang focus ay yung teaching and learning process. Second, si method, it's about systematic planning ng lesson, kung paano mo siya iprepresent sa klase. And then lastly, si techniques, ito po yung specific tasks and activities. Let us have the assessment part. Alamin natin kung naging malinaw ba sa atin yung method, yung technique, at yung approach. So at the end of this video, meron pong lalabas na mga questions and you have to identify if yun ba ay approach, method, or technique. Are you ready? So you may comment down below your answers or write it on a piece of paper. You may write M for method, A for approach, and T for technique. Okay, number 1 is inclusive. Number 2 is deductive. Number 3 is developmentally appropriate. 4, debate. And last number, role playing.